Hello everybody and welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. So you thought it was Hollywood special effects? You thought something was going on with your ears? You're wrong. They were actually live, living and breathing birds. That's right, here on the third floor of the corporate offices of Wine Library, we actually have live birds. You know, it adds to the atmosphere, as they say. My dad, Sasha, is a huge animal lover, and this is one of the few things we allow him to bring in here. He's wanted to bring sheep and llama and alligators. He's out there with the animals, but we do have the birds, and that's what you were hearing yesterday. So, let's get down to business. Come along as we go to the Wine Library tasting table. So, as I get settled in here, we've got animals. Go figure. So, what are we doing today? We are doing restaurant wines. That's right, I'm getting a ton of emails, and we're going to keep it going. Because, guys, I'm telling you, these emails you're sending me, mainly positive, couple negative, have really driven me to continue with Wine Library TV the way we're going. I need your help. Please, please help me. Email this out to your friends. That's the best part. I just got an email 3 minutes ago. Hey, my friend emailed me, and I'm emailing this on. So, it's right up here. I know you're going to see it. It's right up here in the ugly pink box. That's right. Join the email service. We're not going to be emailing this out to the normal Wine Library TV thing. So if you want to be the first person to comment, which is a huge thing in the internet world, to be the first person to comment on a blog entry, then you got to get up here, sign up, because you're going to get it right away. You'll be the first to know when Wine Library TV goes on every day. And you know, with my schedule, sometimes it's early, sometimes it's late, but if you go up here, you're going to be the first to know. So, enough. I think I threw out my shoulder. Not that it's going to help my basketball game. Restaurant wines. Everybody's been asking me to do 150,000 different things, and I've decided to go with restaurant wines today. Wines that you see on most restaurant lists. That's what people want. They want to know, hey, I see all these wines you're tasting, Gary, but who the heck is going to try this Chinon or this? They're not out there. We get a lot of wines that nobody else gets. Today we're going to do 4 wines that I know you've seen, I know you've heard of. If you've just gotten into wine, these are names you've probably heard of, friends telling you they're good wines. I'm pumped. My palate's excited. We're going to have some great wines today. It's going to be amazing. So these are wines that you'll see on restaurant lists, almost all of them, even like solid like Fleming Steakhouse outlets. These are wines that get out there, they're brand named, and the wines are exceptional. So, let's get ready for some fun. 2004 Cakebread Chardonnay. And it's a little half bottle, so, because we're sold out of the full bottles. Again, these wines absolutely fly. They're all big name wines, all well crafted wines. Good little nose. A little tight on the Cakebread, but this should be great. I mean, Cakebread has long been one of my favorite California Chardonnay producers. Okay, hold on. Overrated. I mean, wow. I'm shocked right now. The acidity levels are totally out of control. I know this is a young wine, but the flavors are kind of dull. I'm not really inspired by the 04 version of this wine. I'm actually heavily disappointed. I thought it was going to be fantastic. I've always found them to be one of the big name brands that have always delivered, but acidity levels are really high. There's actually really no flavor except the over-oaked and butterness aspect of the wine. I mean, I'm a fan of that style too. I don't mind over-oaked or, you know, there's a place for every wine, but this is not a good effort. I would say this is an 85 or 86 point wine. I'm just really not into it. So, wow. 2004 Niente Chardonnay. Now, I know you've seen this one. This is a really great producer. They've made some of the best wines I've ever had. As a matter of fact, the 92 California Cabernet from Niente is one of the best cabs I've ever had. It was a real stunner. Got a great score from Spectator. Go figure, and it just rocked. We sold a lot of it. So hopefully some of you viewers have some in your cellar from us. Anyway, great color, nice and golden. I like Chardonnay. Don't think I don't. I actually drink Chardonnay. Landmark Chardonnay is like one of those cheesy over oak Chardonnays that everybody calls, but I love and order all the time. I'm a big fan of drank, not tasted these wines in the past on restaurants that have had limited selection. But I'm going to tell you again, this is not a great effort. I'm a little bit shocked, and I'm just going to say pass. This is not the wine that I expected it to be. Again, feels manufactured, if that makes any sense. It kind of tastes like the kind of wines that are $10 or $12 in California Chardonnay. Just standard oak and butter and a little bit of caramel. No profoundness in the mid-palate or the finish. I'm just really shocked. I'm really shocked. So, before we move on, halftime, the news of the day. Please tell me you saw this. You are not going to believe this. The 2004 Napa Valley BV Chard that I destroyed yesterday was actually the wine that the Emmys poured last night for the 85th Emmy Awards. Can you believe that? BV had the George de la Tour 02 Cab, which is probably a great wine I haven't had in a long time, and the 04 Napa Chard. How ironic. I've got to tell you, I'm really happy for BV. Obviously, the Emmy Awards is a hell of a lot better than getting bashed by little old Gary. But, you got to say something. I hope a lot of my celebrity fans who watch, and you know who you are, Jake and Lance, listen, I'm sorry. I hope it didn't affect the way your evening went, and, hopefully stuck to the red. So, let's move on. It's going to get better now. Duckhorn, 2003 Merlot. Duckhorn has long been one of my favorite wineries in California for a couple reasons. I really respect that they didn't go crazy when all the pricing exploded in California 5 or 6 years ago. Everybody got on the gravy train. Wines like Camus went from $25 to $80, it seems like overnight, like a quick blink and boom, it's $85. Duckhorn went up, no doubt, but they've definitely taken a slower track to that price point, and I respect that. Not that I would probably sold out and went to $150, but great nose. I mean, the color is immense. I mean, really purple, black, just sensational. Hey. Good color, great nose, but the tannin levels are really shooting out. I tasted these wines before filming just to make sure they weren't corked, and I thought it was showing pretty well. I mean, again, it was just to make sure it wasn't corked, but the tannins are hitting me a little bit harder than I would want. Again, it's a young Merlot that should blow over with time in cellaring. But again, given the price point, and given that this is about restaurant wines, things that you will order on lists, I don't know if this is the right way to go. I'm not a Merlot basher. I'm not. I think Merlot's just fine. I mean, Chateau Petrus, come on. Merlot's great. It's just that this effort lacks the structure I'm looking for. It's got nice cedar, a little bit of black currant, a little plum too, which is nice, but there's something wrong with the balance and it's hurting me, and I'm just gonna say pass. I mean, this sucks, actually. Okay. Stag's Leap Cask 23, 98 vintage. Now, I know what you're thinking. The 98 vintage was not, I just poured a bunch of wine on my hand. The 98 vintage was not that great in California, and I agree, I haven't had a lot of great efforts, but the Cask 23 is one of the top wines. A wine that, everybody orders on the lists. It's always out there. I'm making a mess. My wife's going to kill me for dry cleaning. But this should be great. I mean, I've always been a big fan. We've sold a lot of these half bottles, so I assume that people are coming back and trying it. The nose is atrocious. I mean, this is a tough episode. I mean, this could be the first offer, but the nose is coming off very awkward. I did not expect that at all. Okay, it's not a complete disaster, but it's close. I mean, this is, I'm racing through my head to say, should I retape the episode today? Because we're going to call it today, guys. 0 for 4. 4 big-name wines, 4 great world-class wines, but we're going to absolutely have to say no recommendations today. I wanted to do Jordan Cab, but we're out of stock. We wanted to show you something to do on the restaurants, but we can't. I'm sorry. So, let's move on to the question of the day. I have been getting so many classic stories and things of that nature. So what I'm asking you today, put in the comments, be the first, it's cool, to tell me the funniest thing that has ever happened to you with wine. See, I almost poured wine all over myself. Tell me something good. You ordered a $1,000 case, you brought it out to the car, and it broke on you. You spilt everything in the biggest business meeting of your life. Tell me something. The funniest thing that's ever happened to you with wine. Gary Vaynerchuk. We'll see you next time on Wine Library TV.